everyone. Welcome to Hire Your VA podcast. I'm your host, Melissa Smith. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a review, invite your friends. And today we're going to be talking about what are you not willing to give up and why seconds matter in business and in life. And I'll tell you, like most small towns, fall Friday nights, you can find everyone at the high school football stadium rooting for the home team. Well, my small town of Tracy, California, go Bulldogs, was no different. Well, except for the fact that in California at the time, a small town of 40,000 was considered small. We had no major department store. And back then it was sometimes hard to find anyone who was born and raised there. Tracy was and is still a commuter town. And for decades, family have moved to Tracy to find affordable housing and a great place to raise their kids. People from all over the Bay Area moved to Tracy to achieve the dream of home ownership. My dad moved us there from San Jose, and as a child, I immediately felt the difference. We rode our bikes everywhere, and it felt like you knew everyone in town. It just felt safe, and everything about it was different for our family. And by the time we got to high school, it solidified that you felt like you knew everyone in town, even though we were 40,000 strong and a huge family town. And that's because there was only one high school. Football and farming is what we were known for, and you just don't break up a football team, especially a winning football team on a whim of building a new high school. It's what helps send kids to college. It's what lets us all to come together and become Tracyites against any team who comes to town. And on Friday, you'll find generations of people who no longer have kids or even grandkids still playing coming to the football games. They'll have bleacher sections named after them, dedicated to their families for years of booster support. And many of them even serve as surrogate parents and grandparents for the family members who can't be in attendance. Living in a commuter town means that a lot of parents fight traffic every morning and every evening, but it's the price you pay to own a home in California. And you can ask anyone and they'll tell you that seconds matter just to get to the freeway. Friday evenings are particularly harsh for those who are commuting to Tracy. Weekend traffic increases the already congested interstates and freeways, and families on their way to the Delta, camping, hills, Yosemite are inevitable year-round. And this is something my dad did for years. He never complained. He was a single father raising 3 kids and doing everything and anything he could to provide for us and give us the best life possible. But that often meant he wasn't able to make it home in time to watch our sports and the times we were competing. But one day, my dad made it on time. Both my sister and I had already graduated. Our younger brother was playing football. He was playing cornerback, and just like every other Friday night, we were there watching my brother and the team play, rooting for them to win and hoping to see if my dad would be able to make it on time to catch the last bit of the game. And oftentimes he would arrive so late that they wouldn't even be charging for entry any longer. I saw him walking in out of the corner of my eye that night. And as he walked through the gate, he immediately started cheering and practically losing his mind. As you walked in through the gate, there was the end zone right there in front of you. And you could see players. And very clearly, my dad saw my brother make an interception. And he was so excited. He was beyond excited. He was yelling and saying, "That's my son. That's my son. Did you see that? Did you see that interception? That was my son. Did you see that?" And I was so young at the time, but I still remember the significance. I knew then that seconds mattered. All the possible scenarios were endless as to how he could have missed that incredible moment. Had he stopped to change out of his uniform, he would have certainly missed it. Had he hit a red light, he would have missed it. If he didn't walk fast, he would have missed it. If he didn't have his cash ready to pay the entrance fee, he would have missed it. If he hadn't been looking straight ahead, he would have missed it. These were all split-second decisions that culminated with the fact that my dad did get to witness such an incredible moment. It wasn't a playoff game. I don't remember if we won. Honestly, I don't even remember the number of my brother's jersey that year. However, the moment my dad witnessed is burned into my brain forever. The understanding of how seconds matters to me. And it's what I think about when I think about my clients. Even if my clients don't think in seconds, I think about the moments that could take them away from their possible moment of watching their son make an interception. I think of a child who is looking for their parent to arrive and all of the way they face lights and they finally get to see their parent walk into the door. I think of the spouse who gets to enjoy a completely disconnected person at the dinner table who isn't worried about work because work is being taken care of. I think of the split decision they make and how I can assist them in being successful in life and in business. When I say virtual assistants create time, I mean every second matters. And as my business has grown and expanded, so has my mindset. I used to think that being a small business owner meant you simply needed more time so you could make more money. And after 10 scary, exciting, exhausting, and life-changing years of business, that's not exactly how I would frame it anymore. And what we need as CEOs and entrepreneurs and business owners is the space to make our dreams a reality. And seconds matter often so much because decisions are often made in a split second. In a split second, you choose to work on what's urgent or what you are not willing to give up on. And being sucked into the day-to-day operations is, well, likely to suck the life out of you. It drains your energy and makes you less productive. And if no one has told you yet, if you haven't heard me say it yet, let me remind you that productivity comes from energy. You have to manage your energy to manage your productivity. And that means seconds matter. As the CEO of your business, one of your critical roles is to hire the right people. Over the past several years, all the time-saving gadgets, apps, and tricks haven't made the impact people have wanted. And why? Because the time you save doing one task, you simply transferred to doing something else on your to-do list. You haven't saved time, you've merely transferred it. What does having more time mean to you? What are you not willing to give up on? What is so important to you that seconds matter? I want you to understand that your story may be different from the one that I shared. Maybe you missed the basket your child made by seconds. You arrived just after the double that your child hit. Maybe there was even an argument with your spouse for an email that you responded to or a call you took that only took seconds. Where are you spending your energy wisely? And when you understand what you are not willing to give up any longer, then it's time to really get bold about what you want and what you want to get out of your business instead of what you are constantly sacrificing. Hire your VA. I have resources to help you. Take the PVA self-assessment pod class. Once you get that class, I'll walk you through it step by step. You'll also get my vetted VA list to have VAs ready that you can hire. You'll also get my PVA interactive hiring workbook. I'm giving you all the tools because seconds matter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review and tell me where seconds matter to you. Thanks, everybody.